My name is Donald Rice. I am the director of a short film called I Am Bob, which stars Bob Geldof. It's playing at the London Film Festival, and it's a comedy. Well, I sent it to Bob and hoped for the best. The story is about a celebrity who gets accidentally stranded in a lookalike convention. And I needed a celebrity who was physically distinctive, who was very famous, and I also wanted a rock star because, without giving too much away, he has to perform in the story. And when I was writing the script, it became quite obvious early on that there were actually a limited number of celebrities who would work, because not that many celebrities are so distinctive that you recognize them from their performing, from their face, and from their name. And Bob is in the papers so much, whether it's because of his campaigning or his rock star past, or even because of his daughters. And he was one of my key celebrities to try and approach. And I didn't realize it, but I'd chosen a very fortunate, well, it was a very fortunate choice in Bob, because he's not surrounded by hundreds of people trying to protect him from the world. He's actually a very, very accessible celebrity, very easy to get hold of. The hard thing was getting him to give me the time. It was much harder getting to find a time that he could actually do it. And when he read the script, it was a full 12 months until we actually started to shoot the film. Well, the biggest problem was definitely trying to schedule it. That was very, very difficult. And right up until the last minute, I thought that we were going to have problems. We were going to have to reshoot and all that sort of stuff, because I thought Bob would not be able to do all the time that we asked for. And in the end, we did overrun, and we did have to ask Bob for more time. And eventually, he was able to give it to us. But he was incredibly gracious about it. We asked for 4 days, and it ended up being 7. And if we'd asked him for 7 in the first place, I don't think we would have got him. It was very cheeky of us. It wasn't intentional at all. On the set, probably the hardest thing was that we had a lot of people who weren't actors, who were in shot all the time. We needed a lot of lookalikes, because Bob gets stranded at a lookalike convention, and we had to get a lot of lookalikes. We paid for professional lookalikes, some of whom were actors, some of whom weren't, and it was very difficult to know who would be good and who wouldn't. We couldn't afford to drag everybody to London to test them, to see what they looked like. And so on the day that when some of them turned up, some of them were great and some of them weren't. Well, it wasn't that difficult once Bob came on board. It makes a big difference if you're able to show people a letter, which I did. I actually got Bob to sign a letter just saying I have... it was very non-committal, but I just got him to sign a document saying, subject to availability, I am interested in portraying myself in the film I Am Bob. And so when I was able to show that to people and show that it was, an authentic Bob Geldof signature, it made a big difference, because going around saying, oh yeah, Bob Geldof is interested, is useless. It's really useless. But I had a very good producer, Tone Hilter, who was very good at the money side of things, very good at finding the funds, and although I know we still haven't paid all our bills, we've got a bit of money coming in from it now at long last. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to make any money. In fact, I know we're not going to make any money, but it makes a difference if you've got a good producer and a good name on board. It does help finding the money. Well, it's actually it's screening at the London Film Festival, but apart from that, it's obviously a very small window. Apart from that, it's going to be available to look at online at a comedy website called Comedy Box, comedybox.tv, I think it is, which has very recently been set up. It's been set up by Warner's. They're putting a lot of money behind it. It's very good, actually. It's a very good website. There's a lot of comedy on it, a lot of sketches, a lot of famous names, but you can watch it online, and it'll be at other film festivals as well. I hope some other British film festivals and some European ones as well.